We have two works by Rudi in our collection. One is called Arcadia, which is a painting up there, and the other work we've acquired is a painting of a breadfruit tree, which is of significance because, as many of you know, in the graveyard is
Captain Bligh.
Captain Bligh, thank you very much. Captain Bligh's tomb talks about how he transplanted the breadfruit tree from Tahiti to Jamaica.
Rudi was a very, very remarkable person. And he's very much of that Windrush generation, born in 1933 in rural Jamaica, from a really quite a poor background. And he came over here in the 50s. He was the making of London, and I think, as were many of that generation, I think London was the making of him. There's all this creativity of which this is just a small effusion. He had 40 exhibitions in his life, and this is the 8th since he died. So this is just what's left of an amazing period of productivity. London, I think, that stimulated this creativity. A lot of these works were produced in a series of local authority flats next to Trellick Tower, in a Goldfinger-designed little tiny flat. Oddly enough, he had Tradescantia purpurea trailing everywhere, and he had a fig tree, and he had lots of pelargoniums. But in his head, he had these amazing visions of colour and visions of not really a lost Jamaica. It's a Jamaica which is still there, and these incredibly vivid colours come from this place called Duckenfield, which is very near the Bath Botanical Gardens. It may look sort of easy and sweet on the eye, Rudi's paintings, but in fact they're about the economic reality of Jamaica in the 30s and the 40s. But we thought it'd be very wonderful to focus on gardens and landscapes. I think it's a lovely thing at this time of year. We've got some wonderful friends of Rudi. We've got Dawn Hill, who's about to open the exhibition, and I'd like to invite briefly novelette Aldoni Stewart, and novelette James Bond-like has kind of saved the day to record the paintings, which were about 600.
To me, it was one of the, shall I say, the blessings I've had in terms of looking at Rudi's work. I went in a very small flat, and because it was very flat, I was quite amazed at how much work he had actually managed to actually place in that flat. But when I started to look at the subject matters, I realized that the subject matters there was quite a lot of plurality in that. When you looked at things on the surface, it may actually seem that it is a jolly nice painting of a woman with a basket on her head. But when you start looking at the socio-cultural implications of those paintings and where they're set, and when you look at the fact that the woman has no shoes on her feet, you really see that there is an actual visual dialogue that's going on between these paintings, and it's also about echoing the past of Jamaica.
I gave a sort of story of Rudi being the 60s generation, the King's Road, the Bieber, the this, the Mr. Fish. But to let you know that recordings of Rudi before he died, his easel, his paintbrushes, and all his archives that you don't throw away. If you become a follower of Rudi, you can get more of his background if you come to the Black Country Archives. So, ladies and gentlemen, I declare Rudi Patterson's exhibition open. Enjoy.